Hello and welcome back. We're going to go ahead and open up our project and continue to work here. So I'm going to go to my folder and it's going to open up like this in a dialog box. I'm going to find my documents, digital art class, find the Gimp graffiti animation, and right here you should see your working file. So the image we downloaded, we've already opened that and put it in, and now this is our working file here. So I'm going to right click, open with, and tell it Gimp, and it will open my project. Okay, so actually two. So there it is. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start to make our word transition or start to appear. And you're like, well, it's already there. What do you mean start to appear? So here's exactly what I mean. What we're going to do is we're going to start with this Goswick download. That is our solid image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the layer palette and I'm going to duplicate that layer. I'm going to bring this one down. And I'm going to do that several times here. Duplicate layer, bring it down. There's my original, duplicate layer, and bring it down. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is this is like our background. To keep ourselves organized, I'm going to come down here to the very bottom and I'm going to write BG for background 1. The next one, I'm just double clicking right on that label, BG2. And BG3, BG4. Okay, so that gives me the background. I'm going to do the same kind of idea with my letters. And actually, I think I'm going to duplicate this. How many times did I say? 4. I'm going to do it one more time. All right, so we're going to have this as, oops, sorry, it's already, I'm going to double click and I'm going to call this image 1, image 2. And that way when I'm talking about each of these layers, we'll have some organization that we can all reference. Okay, so this is going to be image 3. And I'm going to leave this Goswick download. That's our original. Okay, so I'm going to start with image 1. So I'm highlighting that layer, and I'm also going to hide the visibility of everything on top of it. So I'm on the image 1, everything else is hidden. With image 1 selected, I'm going to come over to my eraser tool here. And I'm going to come in, I'm going to start on, say, the right side, and I'm going to erase by filling in with my background or my foreground color up until the very beginning. If you leave any little remnants of it there, it will still show. So you'll see here, I'm going to leave just a little bit of that E sticking out. Okay, so there I have that first part. Okay, so that's my next, essentially my next slide or my next image for my animation. All right, so I'm going to go to the next layer. I'm going to show the visibility, and I'm going to do the same thing on this. I'm going to make sure that layer is selected, and I'm going to start, and I went to the E last time, so I'm just going to go back and maybe leave something like that. Then I'm going to go to my next one, show the visibility. Make sure it's selected, and using that eraser tool, I'm going to erase part of that. Then I'll go to my next one, show the visibility, and I'm going to erase part of the Y. Okay, now I'll show the visibility of the last one. So now I have all of these layers, and I'm starting to build all of these different images that are going to be stacked and played to create my animation. So to give us a preview of what this is going to look like, you're going to go up to the word filter. You're going to go down to the word animation and over to playback. It is going to start with the bottom image in your layer stack, and it's going to go up through. So I'm going to hit play, and you can see how my animation has started to come together. Now, there are some things that you can do here. You can slow this down. So right here, the second box is going to be your playback speed. So I can slow it down. Okay, so you can kind of see. All right, so that's just a little taste of what that could look like. All right, we're going to keep working on this project, but that's all we have to do for today. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go up to File and down to Save. We already put our file name in. It's up there at the top, so we should be good. And then I'm going to take my screenshot to show my progress for the day. So bring up my snipping tool. Going to draw a box around my file name up at the top, the artwork box, and that layers palette. I need to see all of those things to give you good feedback. Right, so I'll take my snip. There we go. And I am going to name it. So I'll click on my Save button. It is in my Digital Arts Screenshots folder. And this will be lesson 12.04. Screenshot. So there we go. And I'll hit Save. So then you have that to turn in appropriately. If you do have any concerns or questions, please reach out and let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the process.